Mm-hmm. And you get to that. Alright. Take two. Alright. Take two. Take two. Alrighty. So yeah, a couple of major changes. I decided not to do in OBS anymore since it kept crashing on me and was a piece of crap and just got on my nerves. So, where was I? Yeah, wasn't happy with the recording, so I decided to do a take two on it. So let me get prepared for today's stream. Hello. We're gonna get iClone up and running, unless Shadowplay wants to be a jackass. And alright. Well, first of all, let's get to our default iClone scenes here. Hello. Hey there, Ungun Shun. Let's see, Lobo S, hello? Yeah, well, to be honest, the OBS kept crashing, so that's the reason why I kind of abandoned it. So let's get down to, well, setting up. When it comes to setting up your iClone scenes, so we'll be making a new scene here. Like I said, I'm gonna basically run through the defaults here. This is where you load your project. The customs here, I'll have a bunch of these. In fact, let's go with anamorphic here. Just make sure. 817. Alright. Dogs want to play outside in the snow. How to sing like a girl. Yeah, I can't do that. There's casting calls for that. Can't sing. 817. So I'm just going to set it up here. Target image sequence is often the best, but we're going to go with PNG because it carries less pack of a punch when it comes to memory. So make sure, get rid of the default iClone's lighting setup here. And then 494, unless your computer can't handle it, I'm going to go with at least 25. Here. And then go into image layer. Go pull up my thirds grid. There we go. Nope. Let's see. Lighting. There. Looks like we have everything set up. So we're going to save our project. Go to custom. You call it default. And set this as a default project. So every time you press new, 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 and new. So it's going to load up just like this automatically. First, so I'm just going to go back to my normal thing here, which is 496. And I might as well turn off the grid by Control G. So, there's a couple of things I noticed with iClone animations. And I know Rampo was asking me how to do iClone scenes, I believe. Who was it? Yep, it was my project here. How to make a project, just like what we've seen with my newest project, which is on the cards, Team X Imprisoned, which was my recent film. How to make pretty smooth animations, and a couple of things I want to tell people. Give you some guides here quickly. Did an earlier setup, I didn't like it, so I just kind of deleted it. Yay. So I'm gonna go to pull up a random character here. Who should I pull up now? Red. Why not? Never cross with yep. Alrighty, so gonna do a quick to the point. I like those animations. Hey, what happened to Stone Clone? What the heck happened? He's still around. His Facebook is YouTube thing's still around. Alrighty, so now that's done. Nope, I don't have my thirds grid, so I'm gonna get that right away. Just because. I like to have a thirds grid to play with. Oh. Yeah. That's a shame. Okay. So I'm going to set up this as my camera. Gonna get out, go to preview. Turn on real-time smooth. That's a shame. I have a Connect, actually. It doesn't work very well. That's my biggest advice. It just doesn't work. I've had trouble with it. I want to add as well, this is more for DirectX 11. I see my thing ain't working. Well, let's go with 240. Alright, so we have a third image here. We have the real-time smoothing. God dang it, grabbed it. Yeah, it doesn't work. You might as well, it doesn't work. It's just, I've had a lot of trouble with it in the past. But for animations, it's, I say it's better to do yours. Oh no. What did we do? Oh well, I'll have to deal with it. So I'm just going to create a box as a dummy. I'm going to make this into a dummy. Create a spotlight. Spotlight here. Dog is barking. I'm going to attach it to the dummy. That way we have 3-point lighting. So I'm going to go to the lighting here, option, look at here, look at here, and look at here. Yep. I don't have a Neuron. I wish I did. Don't have the money for that. So we have a basic 3-point lighting of our main character. 3-point lighting is very useful for indoor scenes. This is called your back effect. Let's just rename it. Back. Key. This will be called fill. And key. Key should be a little brighter, so we're going to turn up the multiplier by 1.5. Sorry. So, we have a key, fill, and back. Here. And now that's done. We have our main character. Now I'm gonna show you guys one thing I don't want to see people do anymore. I swear to God, this thing pisses me off. Where is she? I don't want to see this anymore. So we'll do a basic idle. The character's gonna pose. We're gonna do a facial puppet. And then press record. Please don't animate like this. Have them stand still and then bob the head puppet back and forth. Don't ever, I don't want to see that. It doesn't look good. That might be acceptable in Gary's mod, but it's not acceptable here. If you want to do a proper animation, go with an idle. Never have your character stand frozen still when you see them. In idle, sitting, have some motion. Have motion. It looks. In fact, let's make a simple little animation cube here. We'll call that look dummy. Here, and we're gonna have her look at it. So when we have our camera, here we are. All right. Alrighty. Just checking out something. So we have our animation, but not only that, but I liked if you have the mixed move animation pack. Definitely work. You know, have a use it, tweak it. So we'll keep it here. Could be a little too much at times. So what I like to do is do disagree one. Here and kind of edit the motion out right through here. In fact, let's fix the camera up as well. So I'm gonna go this, right click, remove object animation, follow my thirds grid for proper composure, just in case we have to match eye lines. Right here. And turn it off. It's good. So let's do a line here. Oh, god damn it. Let's do a line. here. Let me see if I can get Audacity. Let's pull them up.
What did you just call me?
Oh. Let's see. Yeah, that works. Let's see here. Desktop.
What did you just call me?
I know iClone doesn't really have the best lip syncing. So what I do, we'll go to Visimi here. Go to lips and just kind of tweak it. So zoom in. Wah. Like to do none. Wah. 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 Ooh. Wah. I like to just kind of move the mouth a little bit if you're trying to get a character to speak right. What? And then go to none. And then this is kind of like really just kind of tedious work here. What?
What did you just call me?
Me. And then I kind of just tone down the expression. E. Here.
Just call me?
And there we go. It's Mippa. She's in the casting call club. I have to find a link here. I have to find a link here. One second, let me get a link here. Where I got my project. There we go.
What did you just call me?
Yeah, well, good enough.
What did you just call me? What did you just call me?
What did you just call me? I like to kind of move my... Do they send the audio? Yeah.
What did you just call me? What did you just call? What did you just call me?
There we go. So, I'll do a script, not the script. We're going to do a facial puppet. And go.
What did you just call me?
Not as much expression.
What did you just call me?
There you go. So we have...
What did you just call me?
We have pretty decent... well, they break my pocket. And it's on the links. Depends on the length of the project. I think I only spent about $15–20 for the roll.
What did you just call me?
Some people will do it for free, too.
What did you just call me?
Yeah. Right here. Just gotta have a look, see how much he charges. Let's see. So that's done. Then I'll go with props. Try to find something that works. Let's just find a stonemason thing. Oh, sorry. That was just killing me. Let's just put a point light here. There we go. Camera. And this. Like I said, the roll, I think I only paid her like $15–20 for, I believe, just for the 5-minute film. So I say it was pretty reasonable. Just depends on how many lines and everything else.
What did you just call me?
Another line here. Just kind of delete this point light animation. So here, the character lean forward a bit too. So I'm gonna have her do. She's just gonna lean forward. There we go. So, this is how I usually prepare a scene here. Try to align here. If I have to move the camera, I'm just gonna delete. And then what I'm gonna do is set to 100. Did you make the grid? Yep, I have it. Yep. It's my third grid. So. I don't like the camera. Just kind of. I'll make it about 250, and then just do a ease out. Yes, this will be on YouTube later. Right after where it'll start processing, so we'll go to ease in. And then zoom out. This is pretty much my average iClone thing when I make an iClone film. This is how much, except there's going to be a lot more planning. Zoom in. We'll go to 300, so it'll be about 200.
What did you just call me?
Now, you can rotate it, maybe go 15 degrees. No. How about -3? How about -5? And then just kind of move the camera. Here, follow along. The camera here, yep, it'll be posted later tonight. So.
What did you just call me?
I'd rather have it slow down a bit here.
What did you just call me?
Kind of plan ahead right here.
What did you just call me?
Right through here, so.
What did you just call me?
There we go. Alrighty. Here. Alright, so I'm done. I'm gonna go with PNG for this one because because it's much more easier with space. Yes. Here, so I'll go with tutorial. When you do something in yeah. I should have. Maybe for later we could do one. But when you do image sequence, you always want to render using a basic, well, you want to render using folders, otherwise it gets really messy. So I'm just going to render this out and see what happens. Yeah. As we render, we'll use... It is pretty much making a series of images. The reason why I do image sequence, you could do PNG, but Target is the best when it comes to coloring. Color grading and everything else. Is because the quality is there. I just don't like the compression for MP4, what they do. It doesn't work, and you can't really get really sharp colors, honestly. Every time you do, it's just gonna... It kind of... I always do. It kind of pixelates, or it has trouble, or it doesn't look really good under really dark settings. This one will have much sharper ones, and this is PNG, which is a low grade. I always do image sequence. So as I click, it's gonna render all these images out. I always do. I've done it since I've done it for quite some time now. Yep, the size is huge. That's the reason why I have basically all this terabyte space. Oops, looks like one of my things is not working. Hang on, let me get her back. Let me get her back up and running. There we go. She should be running. I have two giant hard drives. So I usually do target image sequence. 4K. Quality, it is much better, but it takes the space. So, yep, these are my drives. I have a close to 5 terabyte. Another 2 terabyte. Audio, do it in WAV. I'll show you right afterwards. There's video, and then you scroll down and then do WAV. Always record WAV and then image. Wait for the dialogue, and then you could match it. I'll show you once this thing's done. Sorry, I'm running under a cold. Let's see. I have a lot of stuff on my thing. Audio, you doing wave? Also, one thing about rendering in target image sequence, if you don't have the space, it's gonna be bad. Here, let me show you. One of these files, this single image is worth almost 25 megabytes, 26.6. There are 30 images to a second of footage, so basically that's about nearly 600. Yeah. So it'll go to 30. It's about 800 per second, 800 megabytes per second of for footage. Just something to keep in consideration. So every time I render something in image sequence, I always have a WAV file, and then I have my images here. So just let that sink in next time you do when you render an image sequence. If you really want good quality, Targa is what you're looking for. However, you have to have a lot of space for it. Otherwise, just settle for PNG. And also the reason why for PNG or Targa is that they're transparent, so you can actually composite them without green screening or doing anything like that. So the last couple of projects I've been doing were rendered in image sequence Targa, such as T-Mex Imprisoned, The Bounty of the Grey Wolf, and I believe Skygirl was starting to... Skygirl actually had it in image sequence. Not the first one, but the second one. So I was just kind of waiting. It takes a while, but the quality's worth it. I might as well get Premiere up and running. No. Because anyone who says AVI is alright, but to be honest, I'm more of an image sequence person. I don't know why, I've always had trouble putting AVI in editing. I just like doing image sequence, it's easier to manage. What's she doing? Oh, okay. Almost done. About 75% of the way there. Well, pretty much any future production of mine will be in target image sequence. I wish iClone did EXR. I would easily take EXR. It's much, much better. EXR is it's industrial line magic. That's what they use. Speaking of which, how's my little thing doing? 6 auditions, not bad. Can you render? Yeah, you can. You can render in 360 video in image sequence. I think you can. Let me check. EXR. have a look. So morph the targets. If you can. If you can do it with, let's see. Yep, you can do a 360, but you would have to, believe. Let me check. What? I don't start this shit. I see. Yeah, you have to do it in a certain way. So. Yeah, let's just do a single frame. Doing a single frame here. No, I just haven't noticed because I don't export in EXR. Exactly sure. Not exactly sure since, you know, like I said, I haven't really... I know about it, I've seen what, like, know someone who works with it, so I'm not sure how it does. But it's much, much better. It works like a dream. But I wish Revolution would work with it, then I could easily export it. I know the quality is much better. It can take in, like, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's much better to work with. Yeah, they pretty much have all that stuff right there, so you can have a look. Alrighty, let's see. I'm just gonna render one shot here and have a look. Okay. First thing we need to do. I know. Actually, funny thing is, Premiere actually has a an EXR plugin too. So let me have a look at that first. Let me bring that in and show you. Port. It should have the video display. Huh. Odd. Should have it working. Ah well. I'll upload it and show you on YouTube. No. Is it much more lighter? I'm gonna check. So this is what I'm talking about. We're going to put it in here, and then we're going to import the WAV file that I exported in iClone. We'll import the WAV, and then import our tutorial.
What did you just call me?
Since I'm running a shadow play, it's not going to work as much.
Just call me?
Yeah, and then... open the XR. Let's see. It's absolutely brilliant. I just hopefully they look into that. So I'm just gonna turn it off here, and then we kind of do a maximum render. Actually, yeah. Now that you have your little thing here. Let's see. Ah, that's really. Alright, I'm just gonna import. Ah, that's the reason why. Change it. There we go. So yeah, you can do color correction. New color. Here, so what I like to do is mess with the imaging. Like to just a little bit, and decrease saturation. And then what, using midtones. Do, and then using shadow. This pretty much is a running joke along like Warlord that I like to bring up here. And I know that there's curves. Color curves as well, if you want to mess with it. This is pretty much for all that, but we don't need that. In fact, yeah, we can do a basic correction. Mess with the tint a little bit. And then kind of mess with that, and then the color wheels, and if you want to do a vignette, you can. But to be honest, I don't really do that. Yep, I do a lot of color correction. I just like to do it because it gets rid of the it's kind of hard to explain. It's just I always worked with something where they had a lot of flat colors, and by just adding a little bit as much, doing color correction and working with color, it kind of pops. You can either go really right or really wrong. It depends on what you do. I'm just kind of well known. I'm kind of pretty. It's kind of jokes, especially with Warlord. They always kind of. Warlord has made a couple of jokes about it. And export. And there's your project. And then you do sound effects. Nice. If you're looking for someone who can mix, I can mix for you. Because I pretty much have more than at least, I gotta say, I don't know, I think I lost count around 15,000 here. Like I have about 99 certain effects. You don't need it. I don't use it. No. Just using the right shader and the right lighting and the right setup, you can actually you can make your iClone project look really good. Yeah. Yeah. Like I've yeah, let me show y'all here. Make sure it's not in the way here. So yeah, this looks like in full.
What did you just...
So we do, let's say no, and where are you? There you go. And let's see what the final product looks like.
What did you just call me?
And there we go. We have a lovely little iClone scene.
What did you just call me?
Works, built in.
What did you just call me?
And yeah, looks. Now, another thing with image sequence is you can render using transparency, so you can composite. So I like to like render one layer of a character, like I have an idea, then the visual effect, and then the background, or you could do crowds, or anything like that. It's kind of way to explain. Also, funny thing about render, especially Indigo, the longer you render, the more it looks, but no. Yep, looks great, it's fast. So, let's just render a single image here. We'll bring up back our character. Sorry. Let's see, what moves? I recommend mixed move animation if you want like natural thing here. Let me get the link. Let me find the link for you. Damn it, Peter. There. Okay. Recommend something like this. It's easier to work with. Good with animation, especially doing talking scenes. Also, here, let me have the threads grid for you guys here. Let me give that to you, so just in case you can use it. As well. Makes it a lot better. Have a character look at each other. So what can I'll show you how to make two characters have a dialogue scene together. Let me just get my link here. I thought I had it somewhere. Won't take a second. Let's see if cinematography. That's the one. What? So what? No. There we go. Thirds grid. Right there. And let me just put it in here as well. So let's just have the thirds grid. Let's find a location. Maybe I'm just gonna grab 2 chairs. So what we need to do is grab 2 chairs here. Furniture. Okay. Here. Just flip it around. If you want to do over his shoulder, you can. Okay. Alrighty. I'll have a character. Alright. Yes. Use it for a image layer. I don't get what that controversy was about. Oh. So flip it 180. Make it smaller. 90. 80. There we go. Oh no, right there. Okay. I'll have character focus. And then we'll have another character. Alright. And then we'll have them talk. Okay. So I'm just gonna do the usual spotlight. Gonna create a box, create a spotlight, put spotlight in front of the box, scale the box down to 5, make it a dummy. The light, connect, attach it to the box, and finally we have our box light here, and then do as much here and combine the two. Another light here. Look at. Look at. Move the box. Huh? Move. And finally, look at. And finally, the last one will look at him. It's just mostly work at times. We have our third squid. So I'm going to focus on the characters. Make sure there's a light. And I'll make it one more point light here, just because. Great. Camera. Preview. Alright. Let's do another box. Have the light look at back at her head. So something like that. Create another camera. Left side. This is basic two-shot, classic Hollywood, classic Hollywood kind of cinema if you're really looking for something to play it safe. Turn off. So every time they talk, camera, 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 and camera, then you can just move it closer. So. Great camera. And we'll have it move a bit closer to create drama. There we go. Let's bring it into 105. As long as the eye lines match, that's all that matters. Very safe kind of method. Alrighty. Now we'll slow her motions down so it's not so over exaggerated. And focus on the guy here. Make sure his motions are dragged out. You can also do a camera switch too in iClone as well. I don't use it as much, but for some who might find it useful. So, actually, let's try experimenting with it. Just just for the sake of it. I don't know much about it, but still, can't hurt. Let's do a switch, shall we? This will sound like a really fun project. How would you do a camera switch? How would you do a camera switch, by the way? Project. Huh. So what happens if I'm in camera 1? Oh. Camera. And then finally, we go to camera 2. Switch. So we go, and then we, right here. In fact, let's get these cameras out of the way. Alright, and then maybe we should, let's just get her timeline down. Just for the sake of it, so. Character. Maybe we just kind of flip it here. There we go. So we'll go to the camera switcher. And then back to the switcher. Alright, so maybe we'll go here, and then right here. And then we'll go back to camera 1. And back to camera 2. And there we go. Kind of a simple little setup here. And maybe during the scene we'll just here. Gonna do a facial puppet. Down. There we go. So take one and action. See how that works. Yeah, there we go. Kind of a very classic Hollywood style. Cutting shoulder. Shot. Reverse shot. So shot, reverse shot. Pretty easy way. If you put it into a program here. Yeah. And then we'll kind of switch it to main character here. In fact, hang on, I forgot to do one thing. Oh, you dork. There we go. What are you staring at? Mm. Yeah. So I say that should do it for me tonight. Hopefully this helps. Camera switch is pretty easy if you want to do a very basic edit shot here. Kind of helps with continuity. Great for capturing like more tense scenes here. Choice of shots are up to you. But hopefully this helps. It'll be up on YouTube after this thing's done processing. So see you around.